Namaste Dharti Vasiyo.
Welcome to our channel. I'm Sweetie.
Nemo here.
So Nemo, you tell what are we doing today?
Well, it's time for Opa of the Month time.
Yes.
Yes.
And who is our Opa?
Well. It's the Opa of my heart. It's the top Opa, Lee Min Ho.
Tell me how Lee Min Ho became our Opa.
So, unbeknownst to the world of K-drama, I'm going to say poetry and I'm going to talk in poetry because
What?
poetry comes out of from my heart. So
When we are talking about Lee Min Ho.
Yes, we are talking about Lee Min Ho. It kills me every time when he smiles on screen. So unbeknownst to the world of K-drama, after just watching Aituan Class, I was like, wow, K-drama is some really interesting stuff to
Yup.
watch. Netflix started just pushing this king into the face. You know, it just started
King
yes, and it started trending in India when it
In
released
June.
in June. And I'm like, wow, it looks like this guy is handsome and looks like a very interesting. So I went through the trailer, and
she's speaking on
Yeah.
both of us.
yeah, we was together at that time, and we saw the trailer, and the trailer was really amazing because it was this
The time paradox
yes.
thing again. Parallel universe.
parallel universes concept in a K-drama. So I was like, wow.
Still remember Lee Min Ho's entry in that series,
Yes.
and I was like, okay, wow.
And I was not like, okay. I'm like, oh my god, who is he? And that's how we started watching Lee Min Ho's stuff.
So after The King, Eternal Monarch, the second Lee Min Ho drama that we both watched was The Heirs.
Yes, or it's also called as the
Inheritors, but
Yeah.
mostly it goes by the name of Heirs. After that, we saw
Boys Over Flower, my all-time favorite Lee Min Ho. The character of Gunjan Pure is there in my heart. I'm like, if I want to be in a K-drama, I would like to be in Boys Over Flower. So, well, Lee Min Ho is my top Opa. And what about you?
So his expressions are, like very romantic and yet funny. So there are like so
Yes,
many scenes
yes.
that he can do it effortlessly. And it's like he's too like his face is like, that it's like, are you trolling me right now?
Yes,
That
yes.
face, like, are you
Yes.
trolling me right now? And he's also a rich boy of K-dramas.
Yes, he's always
He's the
rich, and now I'm used to seeing him rich.
And yes, obviously, I 1000% agree to you that he plays romantic roles so well.
Yes. I mean, I'm pretty sure he must have done a lot of other
Yeah,
stuff.
he has done action movies and
Yes.
other things.
Alright.
And well, you have spoken a lot, but still, what is the thing that you like the most about him?
Oh, Lee Min Ho.
Yeah.
Everything. He's got killer height. He's like 6 foot up, and oh my
Good
god,
smile, very
very good smile. He's got such a photogenic face. I mean, even when he in Boys Over Fly, he does this, irritating face like Aish and whoa and all that, but he looks so
Yeah, exactly.
photogenic on the camera. I'm
He's like, he doesn't look like he's actually pissed off.
yeah, I mean, well, I don't know. My perception. I have got a filter which only gives me good things about Lee Min
So,
Ho.
by the way, guys, we have done Boys Over Flowers, Funny Moment, and Legend of the Blue Sea trailer reaction, which I'll be linking down below. So, please do check it out.
Right. So Lee Min Ho was born on 22nd June 1987
In Seoul.
Seoul, South Korea.
Yeah.
And I guess he never planned to study acting,
No,
right?
no,
So he
no.
never wanted to be an actor, and he used to
he actually hoped to become a professional football
Football,
player
yes,
and he was
yes.
really good at it.
Yes.
But due to unfortunate injury, he was not able to play football anymore.
There is one thing with Lee Min-ho which we'll discuss further is him and his accidents.
Yeah, that's
Something
again very unfortunate.
So unfortunate incidents have been happening
Yeah.
with him, but
Yeah.
one of the things which I admire is he's overcome that, and we'll
Yes.
just talk about it. Let's
Yes.
just keep the flow on.
So then, when he was in the second year of his high school, that time he decided to take acting, and then he did his majors in film and arts from
In
Konkuk
University, right. So that's how he studied. So he's a professional actor by also majoring in it, right?
And he also has an elder sister.
Yes. So elder sister, I know that she handles this entertainment
yeah.
agency MYM. So she's a CEO, I guess.
Yeah.
And which also handles Lee Min-ho's all the projects,
yeah.
right? That's what
Yeah.
the company handles, Lee Min-ho.
Yeah.
So that's what we know about Lee Min-ho's life early on before he became a Hallyu star.
Yeah. So let's talk about Lee Min-ho's careers, the beginning. He started auditioning a lot of
Yeah.
for TV dramas, but he ended up getting minor roles. And some of the TV dramas that he played minor roles was Non-Stop 5 and
Okay.
The Recipe of Love.
Okay.
And he officially debuted in the EBS drama Secret Campus in the year 2003.
Okay, so
That was his
the
official debut.
but
Yeah.
not the main lead. After his debut, so what we were talking about before that, he had accidents in his life, and in 2006, such accident happened. I think he was in a car with 3 more people, and there was this actor Jung Il-woo, right? And they had a very, very terrible car crash accident happening, and the people who were sitting in front, both of them died, and Lee Min-ho and the actor were very badly injured after
Yeah.
that. I think
It
for
took him lot of time
to recover, and after that it was not the last time. I'm sure it must be so terrible losing friends and going through such a terrible experience, but Lee Min-ho came back
Yeah.
in 2007 with his first lead role
Yeah.
in Mackerel Run.
Yeah.
Yes. So he popped back up in Mackerel Run, but the show unfortunately got cancelled after
Because
8 episodes.
Yeah.
Because of
Very
low
low
rate-
viewership.
very low viewership. So Lee Min-ho up till now was just struggling.
Yeah, you can say he was a struggling
he
actor.
was a struggling actor.
In
And
2008, he got some roles though, but they were not very major. He he worked in Get Up and I Am Sam, and also in Two Enemies, Our School 80, and
but all these were just side roles,
and
not
Enemy Returns.
right.
So yeah, but again, no major such roles.
And then Lee Min-ho's luck changed in 2009 when he auditioned for Boys Over Flower.
So the amazing thing about Boys Over Flower is because everybody knew it was from a magazine. Manga, yeah. And the actual name is Hana Yori Dango.
Hana Yori Dango, yes.
Yeah.
Hana Yori Dango was a very popular manga, and I think the series were made in China, Japan.
Yeah, Japan.
So, and then
Korean version.
Yeah, the Korean version where Lee Min-ho auditioned for Boys Over Flower.
Yeah, and the competition was so intense that he came to know via newspaper that he is selected for the role of Gunjan Pure. And that drama was so hit. It was so hit that Lee Min-ho got that instant fame.
He became a Hallyu star.
He became a Hallyu star. And he started getting a lot of endorsement deals after that.
Thank God he auditioned for it, because we wouldn't have come to know about this gem of a person, this gem of an actor who was struggling so much. This Boys Over Flower was made for him.
Yeah.
And the drama is amazing. the role of Gunjan Pyo which he plays, it's like it's become like this classic thing. Like, you know, Lee Min-ho, the first thing pops up is Gunjan Pyo, and amazing. I love him in that series.
So after that, in 2011, he again did a very amazing role in City Hunter.
Yes. I think that's also from a manga adaptation.
Yeah. So it's from Tsukasa Hojo's manga. I'm really sorry if you're not pronouncing it right. And again, that was based on manga City Hunters. And City Hunter got so popular, especially in Japan, China, France, and Philippines.
Then in 2011, again we went to an accident, a terrible, yes, on the sets of City Hunter while filming, and it was also a very bad accident. It was not a small accident or something, and Lee Min-ho was again very badly injured, and he took a time to recover, but he didn't quit. He was happy, he was positive, he bounced back again.
And with that, he was the first Korean celebrity to have a wax statue made by Madame Tussauds, and it was unveiled in Shanghai and Hong Kong in 2013 and 2014 respectively. He was the first Korean celebrity. Also, do you know he is a singer?
No. Do you? Is he?
Yeah.
He is everything. Now that is just cherry on the cake.
So he released his first album, My Everything.
Is it?
In 2013.
We should definitely...
And he also went for Asia tour after that.
Wow. I didn't know that. Wow, amazing. We will check that album out and review it. So also in 2013, again with this rising popularity, Lee Min-ho came out with another hit, The Heirs or The Inheritors, with the very famous actress Park Shin-hye.
Yeah.
And
that series locally and internationally got so hit, and especially it got hit on Chinese streaming website, and it's, I guess, IQI.
Yeah.
And Lee Min-ho's popularity in China, it has gone so up that in 2014-2015 there was an online poll conducted by a Chinese entertainment magazine, and Lee Min-ho won that awarded with the title of Asian Male God.
That's an absolute accurate title. He is an Asian male god. That's what I feel. The way his hair, his smile, his height, his overall, the way he smiles, the way he cares for the girls in the series, I would definitely melt anytime. I just melt. I have this warmth in me when I see Lee Min-ho, you know, my god. With the rising popularity in China, Lee Min-ho became the first Korean celebrity to perform on China's CCTV Lunar New Year's Gala in 2014. That is incredible.
Not only that, he was also a Korean celebrity to be invited into a third conference of South Korean President Committee for Cultural Enrichment as a representative from entertainment industry to give his input on how to increase the cultural content from Korea.
So it actually contributed cultural enrichment. Wow.
Also won the Prime Minister Commendation Award for contribution in a Hallyu culture.
Wow.
That speaks a lot about
huge
him.
Lee Min-ho is.
Yeah.
So, well, after this, in 2015, Lee Min-ho got his first leading role in a movie called Gangnam Blues.
Film.
It's an action film, yes. So we haven't seen that movie as of yet.
Yes, but it's basically shown a 1970s Seoul, Gangnam area, where what we say, real estate business was booming. So that's the plot.
So we haven't seen it though, and we will definitely want to watch it. I mean, I want to watch everything what Lee Min-ho has done up till now. And after that, he had another movie which went very hit in China again and worldwide as well.
Bounty.
Bounty Hunters, yes.
And it crossed US dollar 31 million in China.
Wow.
So you can imagine.
With that,
and that was year 2016 when Bounty Hunters released.
Yes.
And with that, he made another TV comeback, drama comeback with The Legend of the Blue Sea with Jung Ji-hyun.
Oh, yes. Again, another crazy series which went so popular.
Yes.
Legend of the Blue Sea is so popular across the world.
Very popular.
The Boys Over Flower, Lee Min-ho was on a roll. And I guess after that he went on military service.
Yeah.
After Legend of the Blue Sea, he took a break and he did his duty to this country where they have to serve 2 years in the military mandatory. And after that, well, something happened which changed my life at least, my lookout towards content at least. And Lee Min-ho came back with a bang-on series on Netflix, The King, Eternal Monarch.
With the actress Kim Kyo-eun.
Yes. And thank God.
And the writer of The Heirs and The Eternal Monarch is
the same. Yes. So
Kim In-suk.
Since this was a Netflix series, Netflix original, it boomed in India.
A lot.
It boomed in India. And I guess major viewership for The King on Netflix came from India. So people in India loved Lee Min-ho, loved the series, and I am one of them. We are one of them.
So The King was so hit that it maintained its #1 position on weekly drama chart of Korea for consecutively 8 weeks.
Wow. And it was trending for a long time on
very
Netflix.
Long time in India.
So it maintained its position in top 10 for a long time, and months. So, and wow, absolutely amazing. The Heirs, Boys Over Flowers, and seeing more stuff, Legend of the Blue Sea, which we've just started seeing.
By now we know the impact of Lee Min-ho as an actor.
Yes.
With that, he also had some leadership roles, as he was an honorary ambassador of UNICEF for malaria. So the campaign was Fight Malaria.
Wow.
And Love Net campaign was the name of the campaign.
Wow. And he was also PR ambassador for his own university. He's been an ambassador for a lot of important positions in Korea.
For Korean tourism as well.
Korean tourism. Then we can say for Olympics, Winter Olympics.
So there were some of these leadership roles
huge roles which he played in contributing to society.
With that, we come to his own non-profit organization, that is Promise.
So Lee Min-ho has done tremendous philanthropic work and is currently doing tremendous philanthropic work. Company Promise,
that was established in 2014, and basically it's a fundraising website.
So currently, even in COVID crisis, they have helped India.
So basically, the sale from the Promise merchandise are given to the selected partners. Then they carry out all this charity works.
Right.
So one of the examples would be that him and his fans, they collected around
$50,000 to make these wells in Malvi and the
non-profit organization Charity Water.
Yes. And also I guess they have donated for the Nepal earthquake
100 million.
Wow.
To UNICEF for earthquake that happened in 2015 in Nepal.
And Lee Min-ho's Chinese fans have also planted 510 trees, I guess,
in Inner Mongolia, and that was when he completed 10 years of his debut.
Yes. So the influence of Lee Min-ho, that his fans are also following his steps of doing this charity and donation and good work under his name, right? So that's the impact he makes on the world and his fans, right? He also, I guess, did something in Mexico, right?
His fans did.
Fans.
So what his Mexican fans did was they collected funds by selling the recycling cap bottles at the recycling stations.
Wow. Right.
And they helped the kids who are suffering from cancer.
Wow. Well, I hope, promise, Lee Min-ho and his fans and everyone, in general, do such kind of things, and he influences all of us in this positive way. So even fans of Min-ho's in India collected an amount and donated
for COVID.
Yes, for this charity. Forgot the name. Who were providing oxygen cylinders to the homeless and people who are in really need. And that was a commendable job, guys. And
Promise also won the Ministry of Health and Welfare
So
award.
They have done a lot of things and are doing a lot of things.
So shout out to Promise and Lee Min-ho fans who are carrying out such beautiful work. Seriously, guys.
Well, enough about his philanthropical work. We can just go on and on, and he's done so much and his fans are done so much. Now let's go to the favorite section. At least it's my favorite section, and someone people really like to know about it.
Obviously.
Lee Min-ho's dating life, his personal life, right?
So Lee Min-ho dated a very beautiful actress, Park Min-young. She's also one of the very famous actors known for her roles in What's Wrong with Secretary Kim, City Hunter. So they dated, but unfortunately the relationship lasted just for 5 months.
Whenever this happens, fans would be like, because I was having, good for us, I have a chance now.
Also hard. I mean, they were good together.
They were good together, of course. And then I guess he was dating or rumored to be dating.
It was rumored. We still don't know.
Yeah, we still don't. We're not confirmed about it. With the co-actress in the series The Heir, Park Shin-hye. And so that was a rumor which went on for a very long time. So we don't know that.
So his very solid relationship was with, again, a very famous Korean actor and also a K-pop idol. She's worldwide famous and her name is Bae Suzy. With her, I guess they had 3 years long relationship.
3 or 5?
3.
Okay.
Obviously, they everyone.
I was a really admirer of this couple with Bae Suzy, but unfortunately now this is a very long relationship. And everyone was hoping that it would continue forward, but unfortunately,
but still, at the moment, some people are saying that they might rekindle, and we don't know.
We don't know,
but hope so.
They were really good together.
Yeah, they were very cute.
Yeah, and then unfortunately, the relationship didn't last after that, and Lee Min-ho then was rumored with Taylor Swift, which we find that might be actually a rumor.
Yeah.
Don't know actually.
It is a rumor because the
agency denied it. But it would have been cool, to have this relationship. I mean, it would have been cool.
And also he was rumored to be in relationship with Kim Go-eun, who was
the lead actress in
Monarch.
The King.
But again, it's a rumor, so we don't know.
Yeah, it's still said they are going on, but still it's a rumor.
Yeah, it's said that Kim Go-eun or Bae Suzy. Do you know that Lee Min-ho is also known as King of social media?
He must be.
Because he, in October...
I know that he has recently started, like a year back or something, his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So he keeps on doing this shots in Korea and try editing and all that. So
also he was the first Korean celebrity to have 20 million plus followers on Insta and Facebook. On Weibo he has around 26 million followers. And
I follow him on Instagram.
And on Twitter he has around 3 million followers.
Amazing.
In total, that is 65 million followers, and that's why he is given the title of King of Social Media. And with also in 2017 in US there was poll conducted among all the Korean K-drama fans, and he was the most favored Korean actor. He won the poll.
Anytime. I would agree.
With all of this, we come to know a lot about Lee Min-ho.
Lee Min-ho
and
is a good actor, a great actor, a
and
great
obviously,
soul.
Exactly, he
Yeah.
overcome both of those serious
He's
accidents.
very strong, determined. Yes, he came over such horrible incidents in his life and is spreading smile all throughout, you know.
Yes,
and
yes,
that's what I
agreed.
like about him. That's why I admire Lee Min-ho so much.
Yes.
And that is the reason why he is our Oppa.
Yes.
So before leaving and cutting this segment, let's talk about what is Lee Min-ho's upcoming projects.
So upcoming is Apple TV series Pachinko, where
yes.
he plays the
I
role
think
of...
he's currently just wrapped up shooting in Canada,
it will be
Vancouver.
It will be released in 2021. We don't know the date yet, and he's playing the name of his character is Han Soo.
Yes.
So he's basically playing a rich Korean merchant.
Well, we are waiting for Pachinko.
But I think that will be just released on Apple TV, right?
Maybe it later releases on some other platform. Hope so. And with this we wrap up our segment of Oppa of the month. Our favorite Oppa, my top of Lee Min-ho. And looking forward to see all the other stuff he's do, and we'll keep on posting it on our channel, so do subscribe.
Do subscribe, guys, because we'll keep on doing Oppa of the month every month, as the name says.
And next Oppa is going to be mind-blowing.
Yes. Thank you.
Bye.